good morning, or good evening, I should say, to everyone who is tuning in to this International Student Orientation live event. Just to go over some event logistics, you can see and hear us. However, we cannot see or hear you. At the end of this event, you will be able to ask questions in the comment box that is located on the right side of your screen. So once again, you will be able to ask questions of the presenters, but this will take place at the end of the session. Now, closed captioning is available. Just look for the closed captioning button that is on the bottom right of your screen. Now, I will go ahead and introduce myself and other ICP staff member. My name is Tamara West, and I am a program coordinator in the Intercultural Programs Office. And we also have supporting us on the ICP team, Flower Mwangi, who is our international peer advocate. And if you are tuning in today, you have tuned in to hear information from the Indian Student Association. I would probably say the largest student cultural organization that is on campus. We're so happy to have them and have them share information with the incoming students. Next slide, please. So without further ado, I will let ISA go ahead and take it away. And I believe our first presenter is Ms. Kavya.
Hi, thanks Tamara, thanks Flower. Hi everyone, welcome to the ISA Orientation Fall 2020. I'm Kavya, the anchoring officer of ISA. We also have our president, Shreyas, joining here with us today, along with Harshit, the treasurer, and Mohammed, the public relations officer. And the second part of the orientation will be taken over by my fellow anchoring officer, Sanjana. First of all, I congratulate each one of you for getting an admit into UTD. We're very happy to be joining you as a part of ISA from this fall. So without any further ado, let's start our orientation. Next slide, please. I extend a very warm welcome to every one of you, and we look forward to encouraging you with this journey. I really hope everything settles down and we can meet in person. But for now, let's settle with the virtual orientation. The best is yet to come. Next slide, please. So about us, we are ISA. We are a non-profit socio-cultural organization with around 2,500 plus students enrolled currently at our university. And we are the largest Indian student community with around 6,000 plus members in the state of Texas. I would also like to say that we won the Golden Comet Award this year, which is the best student organization of the year in UTD. We also manage spring pickups of around 1,200 plus students admitted into UT Dallas every year. We also provide temporary accommodation and along with basic supplies of 1,000 plus incoming students. And because of the the COVID situation, we've also provided groceries to many of the ISS students here. And we award three different scholarships every year. And we organize around 15 plus events. We also celebrate Indian festivals throughout the year. We conduct more than 3 webinars for prospective students before their arrival at UT Dallas. And we assist around 800 Indian students in their transition to the US by personalized mentoring through something called a buddy program. So yeah, next slide, please. So here is our faculty advisor, Gaurav Shekhar. He's a senior lecturer in information systems and also the director of MSBA. Next slide, please. So this is our team, ISA 2020-2021. Next slide, please. So we have our president, Shreyas, vice president, Arsha, general secretary, Vishweshwar, treasurer, Harshit, Public Relations Officer Mohammed Shairwala. Next slide, please. And for the SOC officers, we have Harish and Mansi. For events and logistics, we have Pratik, Lalit, Sakrat. Next slide, please. Priyanka and Mehul. For finance officer, we have Chinmay Verma. Webmaster is Sumit Sen. For social media, we have Sarada. Next slide, please. And Sarakshi. As the creative head, we have Sriraj. So the events officer is Sanjana along with me, Kavya. For sports, we have Sahil Shah. Next slide, please. And Gautam. As the designing officer, we have Rajshekhar. The media and photography head is Shrikant. For music, we have Harish and Sukanya. And for dance, we have Srividya. This is our team, ISA 2021. Next slide, please. So here at ISA, we follow a main motto that is service before self. And we truly believe in that. Next slide, please. So as a part of the tuition fee, we have guaranteed and variable tuition plans. These are the two types of tuition plans we have. And for the guaranteed tuition plan, the tuition fee is logged for 12 consecutive semesters. And the rates are higher than variable in the first year. For the variable kind of tuition plan, the rates are lower than guaranteed in the first year, but these rates are subject to annual rate changes. And for the payment plans, you have three different types. One is direct. So the whole fees is paid for the whole semester. You can also pay it through installments where there is a $25 setup fee and $50 setup fee for ECS MSc program. You can also take a short-term loan with a 1.25% origination fee without any down payment. And for the modes of payment, you can have the payment done by Easy Pay, that is the direct deposit. There is also Flywire that most of the students currently do. We can also share a link of the Flywire with you so that you can also get some benefits with that. And the final mode is it's a cashier's check. You can submit at the bursar office. Bursar office is our financial office where you can get any concerns or questions, queries related to the fee payments and the financials. Next slide, please. And coming to the on-campus jobs, you can easily get an on-campus job through networking and also profile match. There is also a handshake program that is available. That is a program where you can apply for on-campus jobs online through the UTD website. And so you can also get your resume approved and with also a limited number of documents. Now, with these on-campus jobs, you can have the benefits of getting SSN. You can obviously build your resume. That will be a very good plus. You can also meet people, and what's more, you can get paid. And don't ever think of off-campus jobs ever at all in your life. That's a big no-no. Next slide, please. And coming to the day-to-day resources, you have like the famous banks which people prefer are BB&T, BofA, Chase, and Wells Fargo. And as far as the SIM and the mobile carriers are concerned, you have Cricket, T-Mobile, and Sprint. For the electricity setup in your house, in your apartments, you have Infinite Energy, Green Mountain, and Reliant. For the Wi-Fi, people generally use Spectrum. And for the groceries, you have lots and lots. Because it's Dallas, you have a lot of Indian stores as well. You have Super Target, Tom Thumb, and Walmart. Patel Brothers and India Bazaar are for the Indian groceries mostly. And you also have Sprouts and Brahms. And you can also get like good furniture, free furniture from the Big Howdy giveaway. Generally, that's held on 24th August. But you can also, if you plan to buy, you can do it at Super Target, Walmart, IKEA, and Amazon. You can also join all these sale groups and free groups on Facebook and get very good, great deals of used furniture goods. And we also have WhatsApp groups where people keep selling the used furniture. And coming to the restaurants, we have a lot of restaurants near UTD. Most popular ones are Masala Walk, Swadeshi, Dawat, Chennai Cafe, Curry Bliss, and what's more, you can explore all the restaurants near UTD. For food delivery, we generally prefer Uber Eats, DoorDash, Postmates, and Grubhub. Next slide, please. And that's it from my side. Sanjana will be taking over now.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Fall 2020 orientation. And I know we've all been suffering through this hard times of pandemic, and even I so badly wish to see the new fall batch coming in so that we can go ahead and actually celebrate all these events in person. But unfortunately, we're having most of them virtually this year, and most of the part of it, and hoping that everything gets back to normal by as soon as possible. So starting off, I'm Sanjana, and I'm anchoring officer of ISA 2821. And so coming to the fun part of Indian Student Association, we have events. The purpose of ISA is to provide an opportunity for all the students from India so that they don't miss their homeland back there. And even though you come to a foreign country, we all are connected. We all are here to interact and share the joy of our culture and heritage of India. And though we left back our families, we're all here to make new friends and connections and educate each other, help each other by bringing awareness. We have 9 festival celebrations, Udan Sports Fest, Fall Bash 2020, and the biggest flagship event, Sangam. Next slide, please. So coming to the events, we have our first fall event, that is Independence Day, coming on the 15th of August. We have Ganesh Chaturthi on the 22nd of August. We have the Fall Bash 2020, where we get to know our batchmates more and we make new friends. We get to meet like the entire huge 1,000+ Fall Bash students, and it's like the main freshers party for the Fall Bash 2020. Then we have Navratri on the 22nd of October. We have Diwali for the 14th of November, and the Udan Sports Fest comes on the 1st of November. So Udan is a month-long event which includes both online indoor and outdoor games. So that's the thing if you're into sports and all those who love sports. So next slide, please. Then we have Sangam. Sangam is the biggest cultural event of the entire Indian Student Association, which happens like once every year. And then we have I-Week. I-Week defending champions for 2 years now, and we have Indian Student Association has won I-Week for the past 3 years. I-Week is a week-long event where we represent our country. And I-Week means International Week, where everyone gets to represent their own country. And we have events like Passport to the World, where we represent a monument from each part of the world. And then second is the Global Talent Show, where dance and music is performed. And then we have the International Teaching Kitchen, all the chefs out there, where we make the cuisines from the parts of the world we belong to, and we just feel a part of India back over here. And this year, I-Week was virtual, unfortunately, and all the events was scraped off, so nobody won this time. So the other events are Republic Day, 26 Jan, and Sangam, 27th February. We have Holi on 29th March. And yeah, next slide, please. Yeah, these are glimpses of our Independence Day. So this is the first event for fall. So we have music, dance, poetry, and there's a patriotic atmosphere with a lot of food. And yeah, it's just such a nice event starting off. Coming to a foreign country, we are still holding back with the first event being Independence Day. Next slide, please. We have Ganesh Chaturthi, biggest festival of Maharashtra and all over India, as we all know. And we're going to do it in a typical Marathi style with eco-friendly Ganesha in a small pandal. And then we have dhol, tasha, dance, puja every day. And we have day and night volunteers to put the diya on. And we have aartis every evening. We have prasad. And then finally the Visarjan happens. And the best part of Ganesh Chaturthi is most of our ex-UTD students all come over, and it's almost like a reunion. And I'm awaiting for my first Ganesh Chaturthi as well, because I'm a Spring 2020 student by myself. Next slide, please. Then we have Fall Bash. So this is like the freshers party of you all. This is the place where you find your friendships, connections, and you meet and interact all the people of the entire fall, our seniors and everyone. And there's music, dance, drama, fashion show, and this is like the platform for you to showcase your talents. And the best part of Fall Bash is the after party, of course. Next slide, please. So this is Navratri. We have Garba, and that's like another version of what Navratri is known for, as we know. And there's puja, there's food, and the traditional attires you all see. The pictures says it all. And yeah, so this is also one of the happening cultural events we all have. Next slide, please. Then we have Diwali. So as the pictures say, it has been a great DJ night that night. There's been Lakshmi Puja as well, and we had a lot of food. And then we do, and that is our Shreyas over there, the president. And yeah, these are a few snaps of last year's Diwali. Next slide, please. Republic Day. This has been my first event when I came. I'm a Spring 2020, so this was the first time where I met ISA. I met the entire team. There was like music, poetry, food, dance as usual, and the best part was we got to uh, you know, meet so many people. And then there's been goosebumps for this national anthem, and it was a complete vibe. And I swear the picture says itself that how the vibe was. I mean, the few minutes of silence where we all sang the national anthem, I think that was the best part. I can always remember. Next slide, please. Yeah, this has been what we'll all wait for ultimately. Sangam is like the biggest cultural event of the year for the Indian Student Association. It's a platform again to showcase your talents. You can say Fall Bash is like mini Sangam, and this is like the everything all in your plate all at once. And then we have music, drama, dance, fashion show, whatnot. We have everything. We have artists coming from across all countries, and we had Bohemia last time. And it's a complete event, and it's a great start for a new semester, I swear. Next slide, please. Yeah, I'm proudly announcing the ISA dance crew, which has been turned 2 years old. And we conduct workshops every semester for new students, and we select all the passionate dancers and who are always right there when it's dance. And we conduct auditions. We are planning to participate in competitions outside UTD, representing Indian Student Association, and we are surely expanding further, and I'm extremely proud to be a part of one of them. Next slide, please. So yeah, we are done with the events, and these are few things. I know it's better to know now, if not later. So these are the general etiquette of how life is here. When you come here, it's always better to mold into the culture of USA when you are coming from a completely different country. So be nice, courteous, and smile to people you meet. I don't know how often that happens in India, but when I came here, everyone thanks everyone, everyone smiles at everyone is always positive and happy, and it's a great vibe. I always had a fresh morning every day. I used to talk with my bus drivers and people at restaurant, and even in the college, like everyone was very welcoming. It is a courtesy to hold doors here for people who are following you, and there are traffic rules, and these are completely very important for us. And following lanes, stopping before the zebra crossing, and not opening the doors on the way. While crossing roads, we need to push the button to indicate you if you want to cross. So you'll get a clear idea of it when you come here. I'm just giving you a heads up. And yeah, you wait for the walk signal, and only then we can cross the road. And everyone expects us to know this default, because the people who are driving on the road are very sure of what they're doing. So they never flip their rules, so they expect the same from us too. If someone is providing you with services, then you're supposed to give tips. And here, tip is not an insult at all. It's an appreciation what you give to the person that you like you liked his or her service. And seek permission before touching their pets or babies around. And plagiarism is a big no-no, of course. Next slide, please. And you should board the bus from front door only, and wait for the others to deboard the bus first. So this is also one of the important things, because we are going to shuttle, most of us are going to shuttle in buses to our college. And avoid controversial topics that may include politics, religion, homosexuality, racism, etc. Asking how many marks you scored on a test, it is offensive, because grades and self-development are what are personal to yourself. And don't ask how much money makes or how much one has paid for high-end items like house, car, etc. So we're all here to study, build up a good future. So those are a few things that people are often personal about themselves. And in general, you can call anyone by their first name. That's how we address here. Irrespective of like sir or madam, we can address them with their first names. Spitting is not accepted in public places. If you can't avoid in cold, then use tissues. And in this time of COVID, we all are expected to be more careful. And depending upon your health conditions, you are expected to think of the public around you and always stay cautious when you're coughing or sneezing or etc. Burp is not compliment for chef over here, so excuse. Also use deodorant. People can turn up saying that you're stinking on your face. So your first impression is your best impression, so always look your best. You never know what's coming up. Next slide, please. So this is the QR and the link for the form, how to join the Indian Student Association. So we'll also provide you later on with the link, and you can scan the QR right now and become Student Association member, and we'll update you everything related to how life is going to be before and after, all the regular updates of UTD and everything else if you sign up. And if you're willing to join, then please sign up. Next slide, please. And of course, social media is what's happening right now, as we all are missing each other in person, and it's all virtual now. So get in touch with us. We have a website. We have a Facebook group page where, as Kavya said, everything is there on communication, and it's just one step away for you guys to communicate to us, and we're always here to help you. There's Instagram, Snapchat, we're all over. So it's just one message and we're always there. The WhatsApp groups. So and once you all come here, we're all very excited to meet you all in person. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Sanjana. Now we will go ahead and open the Q&A. So to your top right, there should be some icons. There should be one with a question mark. With that, you will be able to type your questions that you have. I'm sure you got a lot of information from ISA. ISA is the oracle, kind of like the oracle is what I would call them. Anything relating to information for how to adjust the live here at UT Dallas in Texas, just in the United States in general. So go ahead and post your comments. We do have ISA representatives here. We are particularly honored to have Shreyash Churi, who is the president, and we also have other members here who are able to answer your questions. So if you have any questions, please go ahead and post them. We will be reading them out. So if anyone is looking through the comments right now, you can go ahead if there's a question you want to read out so that we can get an answer from the ISA team. Do we have any questions as yet?
Yes, we do. Okay, so shall I take a question from this? So I've got several questions with respect to the scholarships awarded by ISA. So yes, we need have 3 scholarships, and to apply for the same, you need to be here. Like you need to be here a year before you can apply, so that you join the college and like in fall or spring, and then you can apply every fall. So you can't apply before coming here, but after you serve the ISA or you be a part of ISA, volunteer in events. It's like nobody is not a member of ISA. Everybody comes here who is from India is a part of ISA. So you just need to fill out the form to get all the details, and the scholarships are awarded and based on how you help ISA grow when you come here. And so they are announced in the month of August, which will be upcoming. And I guess that's it with respect to the scholarships awarded. And as this semester is virtual, what are the plans for this semester? So as you have seen, we have the list of events which we have, which we gave you details about. And I will have to tell you that we are planning the most of the events virtual. Starting from the Ganesh Chaturthi, we might have it at somebody's place, and then like we'll publish all the aartis, and like we'll keep ISA going. And about the rest events which follow, like Fall Bash, the people who would be joining here for Fall online, we'll throw out some forms where you can submit your entries. Like we might ask you for your dance videos, your music videos, by which you can participate in the virtual Fall Bash, and then we can collate a video and post it on our social media channels, and that way like people can start knowing you before you come here. So we are thinking on those lines, like if we get enough number of entries, we'll go forward with a virtual Fall Bash. And likewise for all the events, like if you see Udan, we already had online and offline games. So this time around we can do online games only, and we can allow you to participate from India. And then likewise for different events which happen throughout the year. And like if you come, like if everybody starts coming from spring, we might start getting like permission to have events on campus, and then we might make up for all the events which we couldn't have on campus, and have the fun which we missed throughout the semester. So that is our plan at the moment.
Thank you very much, Shreyash, for answering that very important question. I'm sure a lot of people had that same questions. Now, I'm looking into the comment section myself, and there is a question that I am going to publish, which means I will make it viewable for everyone in the chat, all the audience to see as well. There's a question that says, as this semester is virtual, what are the plans for this semester? So I'm not exactly sure what that question means. Shreyash, that wasn't the same one that you just answered, right?
Like I answered both the questions, like with the scholarship as well as what was the plan. So like since it's virtual, what ISA will be doing virtually. So yeah.
Yes, and also, so as you know, this semester will be virtual in terms of events. In terms of class options, of course, UT Dallas has several. I think it has like 4, if I'm not mistaken. They have several different modes that students can choose from in terms of how they want to access their classes. But the events absolutely will be virtual. Okay, so there's another question. Let's see if we can tackle that one. How are these 3 scholarships awarded? How can one apply for those scholarships, and is it the just for ISA members only? So Shreyash, did you go into that about the different types of scholarships that you had?
Actually, like I summarized that question a bit. Like we have 3 scholarship. One is ISA scholarship. The second is IAN scholarship. IAN is Indian Alumni Network scholarship, and the third one is Mahatma Gandhi Memorial Scholarship. So these 3 types of scholarship are awarded by ISA, and they can apply it after like every fall. And they have to submit an essay which says about their contribution to ISA in the past year and a half, or like year or a semester if they're joined in spring, a semester if they're joined in fall, a year, and then they need to show their the initiative which they took while they were part of ISA. And since these students are they won't be able to come in fall, I guess after they come in spring here and they start contributing to ISA, that will really count. And it is open to everybody who comes from India. There is no limit on, there is no factor that hinders you from applying for the same. So you need to make sure that you be a part of ISA, you volunteer for the events, and you help the ISA grow. Like we, when we came here, we started doing the same. And like every year there are like, then if you want to know the number of scholarship there, we give out two scholarships every year. So that's it on scholarship. I guess Mohammed would love to take some other questions.
Okay, thank you, Shreyash.
So I was just calling to let you know that I did call and inform me and that I will have a coordinator change the referral.
Yeah.
So as soon as she lets me know that's been changed,
hello, am I audible?
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you. I can also hear there's a background.
Yeah, there is some kind of a background noise.
Okay. Okay, well, yeah, we do have several questions. The attendees who attended the event, of course, with everything that is going on, they have a lot of questions on their mind. And even though ISA presented a lot of information, of course, they have a lot of, questions even outside of what was presented. So I'll go ahead and read this next question. I will actually address this next question. The next question that is in the comment section says, can ISA convince the university to reduce the tuition fee for the virtual semester? Now, just as a UTD staff member, I'll give my 2 cents in it, and then I'll let ISA speak on that. The tuitions and fees are actually set by the UT system, which is the University of Texas system. And so it is a process for how those fees are set. But absolutely, the Indian Students Association, they have the ability to take issues to the campus officials and administrative officials. But just know that the university officials, based on what I have understood, they are not only thinking about just accommodations for this semester, but also in the future. So in the future, when things return to quote unquote normal, we don't know when that will be, those services that are being paid for with the tuition, people will still want those services to be there. And so I think the school, in its planning to keep the tuition the same or not to dramatically reduce it, is thinking about like the future of it, because if you take a lot of things away, then when you try to put them back, it might be quite difficult. But needless to say, this is the forum for ISA, so I'll let ISA please go ahead, and freely share what you'd like to on that question.
Harshit, you want to take it? You're on mute. I guess it's not audible.
Is your maybe if you try taking out your earbuds, does that work better, or will you have the background sound? Okay.
Okay, never mind. Like, I'll just take it. So whatever Tamara was saying, like it holds completely true that the UT system is the one who decides on what amount of fees like all the universities which come under UT has, and like we don't have any power to reduce any tuition fees, and they are the better suited to assess the situation, and they'll do it accordingly. So I guess you'll get the notifications if there is any initiative with that regard from the UT system, and the university will give you all the announcements on via email. So just have a look out on that.
Okay, great. Thank you for that. And please note that, I guess if I could speak for the staff at UT Dallas, I'm not faculty, but I can speak for the staff. Please know that, there are a lot of things happening right now in regards to a lot of things. I'll just leave it at that. But just know that at UT Dallas, honestly, my department, intercultural programs, that is the sole purpose of our office, is to make sure that the concerns, that the suggestions, that the comments of international students are being noticed, are being kept in mind by the administration. We have the largest international student population in the state of Texas, and I'm so proud to work at UT Dallas, particularly as an immigrant myself. I'm not from India, I'm from Jamaica, but I do have Indians in my family, I will say that. But being an immigrant, I know how it is when you have to go to a new place and you just want to know that people are welcoming you and that they want you there, and just know that we absolutely want you there. I think I posted something the other day that said we actually need international students at UT Dallas. I can't imagine the campus without international students, but just know that we are aware of the situations that are happening world over, and just know that we are we are concerned for everyone, and we are absolutely hoping the best, because we know that the international students that are welcomed here at UT Dallas and in Texas and in the United States definitely bring us so many benefits that we could never produce ourselves. So just kind of wanted to put that out there, to hopefully kind of inspire some, because these recent days have been very interesting times. Okay, moving on to the questions that the students have posted. It says, will I be able to be part of ISA and its virtual events, even though I start in fall virtually? So this person is saying that, will I be able to be a part of like your summer activities, even though I will be a fall student? What is the answer to that, ISA?
Sanjana, you want to go ahead?
She can, he or she can, they can be a part of ISA as provided in the before slide, the QR and the form link. They can sign up always to be the part of Indian Student Association, and we'll keep them updated with all the UTD latest news and all the pros and cons and everything. So they can be a part of ISA regardless of they are coming in person to USA for the fall semester or not. So yeah.
Great news. So that's actually great. You don't have to actually wait to, which actually would be something probably if you were in person would be something you'd have to do, right? You'd have to physically get here first before you can participate in anything. But I guess this is kind of one of the benefits we could say, or the advantages of being virtual, is that you don't have to wait for your semester. Once you have, the ISA social media information, you have the form to sign up, you can just start participating in whatever you want to be a part of. So that is an advantage. Okay, the next question says, what are some other on-campus jobs apart from being a member of the ISA? So of course, hopefully, being a member of the ISA is not a job, but maybe they're asking like, what are some other on-campus job positions?
Yeah, hi. So, as Tamara said, that being a part of IS is not kind of an on-campus job. It's just a volunteer service which we have been doing. But I'll just let you know that there are various on-campus jobs once you come here. Various on-campus jobs such as you can go work in the dining offices. There are TA, RA, this kind of a job itself. Then there are various on-campus jobs on the in the library as well. So you can find various types of on-campus jobs on the Handshake portal, and then you can apply it there. The variety of jobs is there's a variety of jobs which UTD offers to you, but for that you need to be here in the United States. I like to this is the second question which I can see out here is are there any on-campus job available virtually, or do we need an F1 visa to be eligible for them? So as these questions are connected, I'd like to answer this one as well. Is yes, you need to have an F1 visa, because once you come here, the on-campus job is related to a lot of other things such as work authorization. You need to be authorized to work in the United States, which leads to you for getting an SSN, that is the social security number, which needs an F1 visa. So everything is being linked up. It is a very streamlined process, and the university helps you in everything. They give you all the guidance you need, but for that you will need an F1 visa for you to come and your work on the different types of on-campus jobs.
Thank you for that, Mohammed. And I went ahead and posted the link in the comment section. So anyone who is tuning in, who is viewing us, you should be able to see the link for Handshake, which is where all jobs that are on the UT Dallas campus, and I believe some external ones too, but for the jobs that are on the UT Dallas campus, they are posted on Handshake. We do have a wonderful career services office that is called the University Career Center, and they are in charge of anything, job related. They can, assist you with the further information for how to apply for a social security number, everything that you need to, how to fix your resume, how to put together your cover letter. Do I need a cover letter? Is it important? So they assist our students with applying for jobs, whether they be on campus or off campus. Okay, and once again, that link is posted in the comment section, not comment section. Okay, the next question says, and this is a question for the ISA and kind of the structure of the organization, how are the particular post holders selected? So for example, the secretary, the general, the treasurer, and how can we apply for those posts for the next year?
So I'll take that question. And so whenever you're part of ISA, you as a volunteer work in different events, and as I said, that help ISA grow and foster all the love among the students here. So likewise, we were selected by the previous team which was here for the academic year 2019 and 2020, and we will be selecting the team coming ahead. So every one team which is selected will it starts from fall, it goes around till the next fall. Not the next fall, it's like summer, and in summer we select a team which starts anew. So I will sending out all the forms at the end of the spring semester, and this time around we had virtual interviews since it was uncertain times and we couldn't meet in person. But for you, it might be different. We might be taking on-campus interviews, and you need to explain us why you are, fit for that role, and what you have did for ISA this coming years. Yeah.
Thank you, Shreyash. And you actually might want to take this next question as well. This question is from Piyush. Thank you, Piyush. The question says, how is ISA adapting to COVID-19? Oh, I think Kavya was replying, but that might be a general question that a lot of individuals want to know. So Shreyash, do you want to just go ahead and, I mean, it's a very big, general question, but do you just kind of want to give us maybe one or two things for how y'all are adapting, kind of making changes to handle, the whole lockdown and, well, not lockdown, but, kind of stay at home, wearing masks type thing?
Yeah, so Kavya, you can say it loud.
Yeah. Well, actually, this is a very hectic time for all of us. I truly understand, but we at ISA, we are taking necessary precautions by not going out. Even if we go out, we're just going out to get the necessary groceries, and most of it we're doing online. We're getting the groceries online, and if we go out, obviously we're wearing masks. And the good thing is, whenever we go to the grocery stores, all the carts are being sanitized and masks are a compulsory thing. So that way, I think we have a little, we've reduced the probability of risk a little bit. And yeah, I mean, all the events at ISA, we plan to make it virtual until the situation gets better. But still, we're trying our level best not to reduce the fun. We are maintaining social distancing. We are at our own places now. We're doing it individually from our own houses. So yeah, I think that's it for now.
All right, thank you, Kavya. And okay, we do have a lot of questions and we have 15 minutes left. So I'm just trying to scroll through and, just see if there's anything that we have not answered as yet so that we can kind of answer unique questions. Now, there is a question. It's going to be about kind of payment suggestions for how to pay for tuition. This one says, it says, how do we transfer the tuition fee to the university from India? There will be a cap on card or net banking payments, so it might not be easy. Do y'all? I think maybe this question, it says, how do we transfer the tuition fee? Maybe they're asking about like doing a wire transfer. I'm not sure if there's like a restriction as to a certain amount of money that you can transfer. I'm not sure exactly. If we don't know, we can share the information for the bursar's office.
Now, like we do have it. Like since when we came here, like we had the options listed in the PPT which we had, but you can indeed transfer your money via Flywire, which is a wire transfer medium, and you just need like the process of Flywire is that you need to go on the EasyPay portal and generate a PDF which states how much amount of money you are requesting, and the Flywire will create a PDF which you will have to give it to your bank, and the bank will see all the details about the money, and the conversion rate should be applied to you as applicable by the bank, and the bank will take care of all the things which you just need to have the PDF ready from EasyPay via Flywire, which will go to your bank. So you don't need to have an Indian bank to do the transaction, but your loan provider, if you're taking a loan, can do that, or if you have your family funds, you can ask your bank to do that.
Okay, great. Okay, next question says, can you please share with us your experience of going virtual from in person?
So Kavya, Sanjana, Mohammed, anybody can take it.
Yeah, so personally for me, I was a person who always preferred in-person classes. But to my surprise, I really liked the UTD's way of coping up with the COVID and the virtual classes as well. Because mostly, I mean, when we are sitting in a class, we don't have any recording or we don't have anything that we can refer back to apart from our notes later in the future. But through the virtual classes, we had two different modes. I mean, it depends from instructor to instructor, but mostly we professors used to post the recordings of each class, and they also had live sessions where they could discuss the questions and or concerns the students have, or maybe anything generally related to the recording that they have posted earlier. And even that live class will be recorded. So everything will be on a platform called Blackboard Collaborate that can be accessed through the UTD website. So all these recordings will be there, and we can refer back to those later again in the future. So I think I really enjoyed that way because I mean, learning that way is really fun. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for giving insight into that. I mean, that is a very real question. It is a difference to go from in person to virtual. Even myself as a staff member, I'm having to make some adjustments, and it's definitely, a day at a time thing. And just to kind of make a plug for our student counseling center, we do have a wonderful student counseling center that is staffed by mental health professionals here at UT Dallas. So if you are a UT Dallas student, whether you are virtual or you are in person, and you just need help to process everything that is going on, just whatever is happening in your personal life, in the world, we have staff here that is absolutely able to help you. You can find them on the UT Dallas website. It is the Student Counseling Center. Okay, so moving on, we do have a lot more questions. If anyone on the ISA team, if you want to go over to the comment section, you're free to do so. Once again, it's the second icon that has the question mark, and you can actually reply there. Trying to see a question that I think would be good for ISA. Okay, this next one says, are there any coding or programming clubs of ISA which we can join virtually?
Yeah, so I'd like to answer this. There are various coding and programming clubs UTD hosts or UTD has. So ISA will help you to join them. We are in the process of coordinating with all the different programming clubs. There are business analytics clubs, data science club, there's a project management club. So there are various types of coding and programming clubs through which ISA is right now collaborating, and we will try to help those clubs reach you out. And yes, they have also plans in which you can join them virtually to their events. They host different events, as well as ISA itself hosts different webinar speakers for different things, different data science lectures or something like that. So yes, we are planning on that, and we'll be sharing the links for those clubs soon on our Facebook page and WhatsApp groups as well. And I can see another question which says that, can you share the Google Forms link in the chat? We would definitely share it on our Facebook page, because there is a lot of links, and we have to like specify what each link refers to. So we would definitely share it on the Facebook page as well as on the WhatsApp group as well. Yeah.
Okay, great answer. Thank you, Mohammed. Okay, the next question says that, okay, that is a question that I'll leave for the bursar's office. So there's another question about fees. It says, do I need to have an account in an American bank to pay fees in installments? So does anyone know if you need to have an American bank account if you're paying off your tuition in installments?
So we are not very sure about this question. According to what our treasurer and communication is there, we are very bit sure that you might need a bank account for you to pay the fees in installments. That's what we need, but we'll keep this question in mind, and we'll come back. We'll contact the bursar's office, and we'll come back with a solid answer soon. So you can just hold up on these questions, and we'll come back on these as soon as possible for sure.
Okay. And just a bit of advice for anyone who is watching, if you want to go ahead and either take a picture of the screen, you should be able to see a slide right now that says reach us and all the contact information for ISA. So if you want to go ahead and take a picture, if you want to do a screenshot of your laptop screen, so you can have just that slide that has all the contact information, because of course the conversation is going to continue after this event. So if you feel like you think of something else that maybe there was a question you didn't get to ask right away, of course they're still available, so go ahead and take note of their contact information. Okay, there's another question that says, I had registered for regular classes for the fall semester, but the mode of class is mentioned as online. How should we select hybrid courses?
So I'll take that up. So since you register for regular classes, and now you can see as a mode of classes as online, it is because the faculty has chose to teach it remotely. So there would be a specific time for that, and you need to come online on Blackboard, Collaborate, or whatever medium of communication the faculty uses or wants to go ahead with the semester. So it depends upon the faculty at last. And then about the hybrid courses, you can't select a hybrid course since you are not here. Hybrid courses are for hybrid subjects, or the mode of semester is for them who are presently here and who have taken regular classes where the faculty has chose to teach online. And there are two modes in hybrid flex and hybrid blended. So you can either opt in that, but since you're not here, it is not applicable to two. And so I guess you just need to focus on what subjects you are taking, and since you're not on F1 visa, you're good to take any courses from the curriculum.
So Shreya, thank you so much for that answer. In continuation, we do have another question that says, what is the difference between online and remote? And it says, I understand that remote will have a scheduled time and a live telecast, but can be listened to asynchronously. Why should we select online and pay extra money? So basically, like, what's the difference between online and remote?
Yeah, so rightly asked. It's a good question though. It's that why should we pay more if we have if we can see the recording later of the remote lectures also. So the thing with that is if you don't get the subject in the regular classes, and you need to go ahead with that particular subject in that semester, and you get the only option remains is that you need to take it online, then you go ahead and take it online. So if you have the the luxury of taking an offline regular class, you can indeed go ahead and do it. So the online classes are that, like, some faculty chooses to have only online classes in a particular semester, and if you have an affinity towards a particular professor, you tend to take the subjects related to him or which he chooses. So that is the reason like you go and opt for online classes. It's very much subjective, and it is not something you like it's advisable or something. It really depends upon you if you want to take that subject in that particular semester or not, or you can go ahead with a different subject which is taught remotely by a different professor or the same professor. So it's just a personal choice.
Okay, great, thank you. And this might be probably one of the final, or maybe one of the last questions that we'll be able to get to. There's a question about health insurance. It says, how do I waive the health insurance fee, from basically the total fees? So questions regarding health insurance, we do have an office called the Health Center or the Student Health Center. I will go ahead and post their web address in the comment section for everyone to be able to see. But the Student Health Center, they take care of any questions regarding, the student insurance, accessing health care here as a UT Dallas student. They would be the better ones to ask about that, unless someone here from ISA knows. But if not, that would be a question for the Health Center.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I guess they got some communication regarding to the health insurance. So like you need to contact the health department to get the accurate information with regards to that.
Yes, and okay, this will be the final question since we are right up there with time. So I've seen several questions about, basically like people are asking, okay, so I was admitted for fall, yay, but should I come in fall? Should I defer to starting in the spring? So people are asking this question. Does anyone want to try to answer that? Once again, it is absolutely up to you, but maybe if y'all can share as best as you can, what people are asking, if they should come in fall or if they should defer to spring.
Anybody wants to take it? Mohammed, Sanjana, Kavya, or should I go ahead?
You can go ahead.
Okay. So like the thing with selecting studying online and spring, it's like I have been talking to various students like online and via WhatsApp or Facebook, and they've been asking me the same question, like what is my perspective on starting in fall or deferring to spring. So I have been in touch with a lot of students. Like one student, he's like he doesn't want to waste any time, and he wants to get started with a master's degree, and he can't wait a year or a semester in that case to to start his masters. So for him, it's as good as starting virtually, or like even if you come here, everything is virtual. You have social distancing. So if you want to get started with your degree, I feel let's go ahead and do that. And for the people who want to differ, like who have just graduated, they can think of waiting. They can think about deferring their admissions and take some experience back in India and then come here, so that you have some industry knowledge. And the people who with a lot of experience, I guess if they had made plans to start virtually, they can go ahead and do that. So it's actually very subjective. Like every individual's case is different. You can't answer this question in a generic way. So I guess it depends on individual to individual, and there are no pros and cons as to if you start virtually or not. It all depends upon how you reciprocate when you learn something online. If you have that ability, if you do well in online courses, like you do online certifications, you can take time out of your busy schedules and give time to your studies, then it doesn't make any difference to start on campus or online. Studies, like it's done from your end, like how much efforts you put into it. So I guess that's it.
And I think that's a great answer, Shresh. I really do. Like, I genuinely do, because as you say, it's really hard to tell someone, because it just depends on what that person is looking for. I can tell you from my personal experience, before I came to the United States of America, I knew so much about American culture. And then I came to the United States of America and I knew so little about American culture. So there is something to physically being in a space, to breathe the air, to see the clothes people are wearing, how the transportation system works. There's just so much to kind of like the experiential component to a journey that it can be hard to replicate virtually. But, as you say, yes, right now people are not out and about as they usually are, but still, it's still a physical change. You'll have to go through the seasons. You'll experience the 101-degree, Fahrenheit weather. You'll experience the, cold season. So there are certain things, and it really is up to you. You have to do what is best for you, financially, what is best for you. So I absolutely echo that. That is a great answer, and that's a great point to actually go ahead and end this session. So we did still have some questions that we weren't able to get to. Thank you so much to everyone who is watching us, who's listening to us. Once again, ISA is here for you. They're here to support you as an incoming student. Reach out to them anytime, any day, and they'll get back with you. Well, I'll go ahead and officially close out our event. I want to extend a big, big, big thank you to the wonderful ISA team that was here with us today to share in this orientation. As I said, reach out to them. They will be off of this event, but they will be accessible to help you. Everyone, please continue to stay safe, and just please keep in touch if you have any questions whatsoever. And also to plug the Intercultural Programs Office, we are doing events on Instagram. We'll be having an event today, actually at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Actually, I apologize, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And the event will be on our story. We'll be talking with the Title IX office about students' rights and protections. And we also have other events. So we will be on Instagram at UTDICP. Stay safe, everyone. Take care, and goodbye.
Bye-bye. Thank you for joining. Have a great day. A great night in India.